long laugh. I feel like it's fake.
Do you like it when I laugh like this?
Oh yeah. Like you're an
Chuck E. Cheese?
NPC or like some skull.
Yeah, there you go.
That's got to be tough.
Cobb for me and you.
Welcome to Connor V versus Cobb. As Nick just pointed out, it would be tough to just be a laughing skull. Is that what you were saying?
No, I think it'd be
I was
great
trying
to
to
be
laughing like Skeletor.
Yeah, that'd be great. I think being Skeletor, if you're going to be a cartoon villain, that's right up there with Destro. But if that is your laugh and you're a normal human being, that's really rough.
It's not a good laugh for a human when your mouth just moves independently of the sounds coming out of your mouth.
This day and age?
Yeah, in this day
I mean,
and age.
in the 80s, if you had that, and I'm sure people who have like lockjaw or were hospital broken, whatever, it would just be like, let's make him laugh. Everybody's going to try to make him laugh all the time, even though it makes his condition worse. Now, I think it'd be even more miserable because if you're laughing like that, everybody's going to say, no, be nice. Don't make him laugh. But
Nick,
then
I'll
there's
tell
going
you
to be
what.
all kinds of social media catching you in different places, like at a Ralph's laughing.
Oh, one of my favorite comics ever. I will not say his name. Favorite for all the wrong reasons. The way I was introduced to him was at this show in DC, the Topaz, which is an amazing show. Kurt Shackelford room, and my friend Frank,
all his rooms are great.
My friend Frank was like, "You got to come in here," and I said, "For what?" So we used to play basketball every Wednesday night after shows in DC. I had an indoor basketball court at my apartment complex, so we played pretty late in the night. And Frank was a great basketball player, but he was never there. And we're like, Frank, why don't you come down on Wednesdays? It's the best show, too. Still, Dr. Dream is still favorite venue I've ever performed in. And Frank was like, okay, come in here and watch this guy. This is why I'm never there for basketball. It's because I can watch him every Wednesday in Baltimore. And he just has me watching this guy watch other comics, and he laughed like that.
Oh, that's tough.
It was bananas, man.
Could you see him from the stage, or was it like such a good show that like you can't see anybody?
No, I couldn't see him during my set. We were in the back of the room, and he's sitting on the. Yeah, I wish, but we were sitting profile, so we got to see that the mouth was completely incongruent with the laughing.
The fact that it wasn't even at the same time.
No, it was really weird. It was like, and it's from the side, so it was like this.
Oh, it's like a bad ADR. That's great. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand how we can't get on the same page with show producing about the lighting. I don't understand why this is still an issue. Just time after time. Last night, I drove 2 hours to do a show at a library.
2 hours each way?
I think it was 1 hour 15 on the way back, but 2 hours on the way out to go do a library in front of 7 people. I mean, this room was huge. Ceilings were probably 30 feet. I mean, it was a huge room, and clearly they didn't have high expectations for the audience. And I think the people that were there were expecting a magician, which you do not want to do comedy when they were wanting magic.
Or someone to read to their children. Now,
right.
Do you want me to put the photo up now for the video version of the podcast?
The library show, by all means.
Because I don't think most people only see comics perform at legit shows. You don't understand what batting practice is. That's the equivalent of shows like this. It's just reps, Yeah. And
are you showing the picture?
No, I can't show it during the live. I got to put it in after.
All right. Well, just for a little description, I mean, it's a humongous. Imagine having a humongous room, and then you're organizing. You're like, "There's no way we're filling this." So let's put the stage in the middle of the room. And so we'll just essentially cut the room in half, even though the stage and the backdrop are like me. I'm big. I'm taller than the fucking backdrop. I'm taller than it.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at my face, you're seeing the back half of the room, which is really big. I mean, it's like an airline hangar in there.
Yeah.
And then
It's
you only
massive.
have 7 people. It's just, you're asking, this is why the lighting is important, because that would all be fine if they just dimmed the lights.
Just turn off the lights. Get one like little spotlight that'll cost you $40 at Home Depot. Also, can
I would
I
have been
just
fine with a mag light in my face.
Can I just salute you, because I'm assuming it threw everyone off. You might be the first person in history to pronounce humongous properly. I've never even thought about that. There's an O there, not a U. And you said humongous. I've never heard that in my life. Look at you. You do. You're doing it right.
How have you heard it pronounced?
With a U, even though it's spelled with an O.
Oh, right.
You said humongous. It was.
Well,
it was
I always
amazing.
congratulate people when they say I could not care less, and I'm like, and I stop them. I rudely stop them. I say, thank you for saying I could not care less.
Yes,
that's because then you're
I could care
yes,
less.
I cannot possibly care any less than I do. I don't care. But most of the time, people say I could care less, and it makes me want to go walk into the ocean.
Yeah, because you're like, I'd hope you could care less, because this doesn't matter. Like, it's not a point. You're not making a point. The other one that gets me is when people say I'm really anxious to do something. It's like, no, you're not anxious. You're eager. That's a very different thing.
I don't know if I agree. There are times when you're anxious.
Well, I'm not saying anxiety doesn't exist, but
no.
But eager and anxious are very different things.
Yes, they are. Absolutely. But sometimes people are going to do something because their anxiety is pushing them to do it, for sure.
Right. But that's not what I'm talking about. Okay.
I mean, maybe if it's like, I'm anxious to go trick-or-treating, it's like,
that's people are like, I'm really anxious to go to the Super Bowl. And you're like, right. You're eager.
Yeah, no, you're eager. I'm anxious to go to the prom. Yeah.
Yeah. So did you eat your balls at the show for 30 minutes?
I mean, anxious to go, like, vote is different. Oh yeah. First off, my buddy who was running it, just like a really casual style, can just like make a 30-second bit be 2 minutes, especially in this kind of a room. And I actually like rooms that are kind of like, look, nobody's killing in this room. There's 5 people here. One of them is 10 years old. So I actually usually like that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But I was supposed to do 30, and he ended up filling so much time. He the feature basically had to go up immediately to leave early, right? So it started at 7. Technically, he was supposed to do 15.
The feature went up early, like outside of where the feature should go?
Right. So usually it's him, MC does 15, that's my friend. Feature does 15, and then I do 30. It's an hour-long show at a library. Everybody gets paid, and then we go. But she had to go early, so he did like 2 minutes, then she did 15, and then I thought he was going to do 15, but he ended up doing 35.
Oh, no.
And so we've got like 12 minutes left in the show, and he intros me. And at this point, there's no point in even having me go.
What are you doing while he's doing 35? Are you sitting down, or are you like pacing in the back? Because that room is so brightly lit. If you're pacing, that's hysterical.
I'm in the back. I got the okay from the librarian that I could go into their fridge, but they only had the miniature Diet Cokes. Like ones that would, like, if you put a miniature in, it'd be like putting a White Claw into a beer koozie. Like, it wouldn't fit. It would be all shaky,
Yeah.
If you're actually like putting on like a Magnum condom or something, and it's like, there's so much extra room here, that kind of a thing. So I was having to continue to go back and get more and more of these Diet Cokes, which was opening. It was too loud for the show. Even though I was 30 yards away from the stage. Yeah.
I mean, dude, that was like the really bad show I did on Sunday. So one of my friends, we all have friends who recommend shows to us, and then it takes us a while to remember, oh, don't do the shows that he recommends us for.
Oh, yeah.
And one of those friends recommended me for something on Sunday, and I totally forgot. and buddy, it was outdoors in the rain at a sushi place, and it was, aside from hearing the traffic, you could hear chopsticks. Do you know how awful, like, chopsticks make no sound, but it was that. I'm telling you, as soon as I got there, I was like, I how do I not be here? And luckily they validated parking, because I was like, if I have to pay $12 to park at this thing, this is not worth it. And as soon as I got there, they were like, does anyone want to go first? And I go, I would love it.
Yes. No, that's how you got off so early. Okay. Like, you called me like, I'm pulling in. And then 3 minutes later, you call me like, that was awful. I'm like, Jesus.
Dude, it was absurd.
Like, I'll take the MC spot and then just go.
And the people who were there were fine, but it's like, the size of the venue is about, I don't know, 7 million acres.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's 9 people in the rain. And it's one of these things where it's like, man, why does this show exist?
Yeah. We don't have to do the show. The show actually does not have to carry on.
Dude, so I talked to my friend Pete. Because basically on Friday when he and I talked about it, and we were like, I think this is going to be a really bad one. I didn't know what I was signing up for. And he sent me some photos. He has a folder on his phone that's like, bullshit show, don't do this again. And it's just photos of terrible lighting, terrible layouts. And it's like you described, it's like stages that are backlit so you can't see the comic at all. The tiny spotlight, like the show you said, where the spotlight was exactly the size of the head.
It's just so simple. That you really, really just need 2 things above all else. And that's a light and a mic. You can do without a stage.
Mm-hmm.
You can do without other things. I mean, there are other ideals we could talk about, but the lighting, they have to be in the dark or it's going to fucking suck.
It's going to be awful.
Me and my old buddy, David Lee Nelson, rest in peace, did a show at a crematorium year-end event at 1 p.m., and that's probably the single worst show I've ever done in my life.
No way. At a crematorium? Are you serious?
A crematorium convention.
It wasn't good?
And it wasn't good. I looked in their little pamphlet, and it was like, quarterly review. How come people aren't choosing to be cremated? Comedy. It was like ballroom, bright. It was just, and even that would have been better had they just dimmed the lights. I don't know why they can't just take our word for it. Like, hey, not only will it be better if you dim the lights, it's going to suck if you don't dim the lights.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why they can't. Like, last night was whatever, but it could have been actually great had they just dim the lights. It's really like having like a shadow puppet show, but saying we're going to keep all the lights on.
Right.
And you're like, but you can't do that.
It doesn't make sense. With the lights on, we're all equal. In terms of attention. You have to turn off the crowd lights so the attention is on the stage. Otherwise, there are 1,000 distractions. There's self-consciousness of like, oh, am I laughing at this in front of this person? It's so stupid.
Some of these people put a lot of effort into setting up a room. They got a backdrop in there. Like, I was taller than the backdrop, but they still like haul the backdrop in there. They got a microphone. I've seen people use wireless mics in this situation. They get all the chairs set up, and then you're like, how about turning off the lights? And they're like, no, I can't turn off the lights. It's like, well, there's a switch on the wall. I'm pretty sure it's not hooked up to your microwave. I'm pretty sure you can turn them off.
My favorite one that you told me about, and I only did because I've heard horror stories of college shows, obviously. One of my first ones, it was a lunchtime show at some college? In New Jersey where they were serving a party sub, and the lights were on the whole time. And I was like, well, this is idiotic. There's a giant window behind me, so you can look out into fields. But yours, where you asked them to give you a light at 40 minutes, and they were like, "You sure?" And then they just turned all the house lights on. It's the funniest thing ever.
It was a college in Missouri. And I said, I was doing an hour. I'm like, just give me a light when I've got 10 minutes left. And they turned on all the lights, every single light in the whole cafeteria. Like, I thought you ran these shows every week. You've never had a conversation about the light? Like, I don't.
Well, there's only two things you need to make a show run well. You need good lighting, you need good sound. Actually, three things. And you need cold beer. That's what brings us to this next. This guy on Instagram, this is the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. His Instagram handle is there. I ruined it with underscores between each word. He's created a country song just by pulling the words cold beer out of other country songs. And apparently every country song has the words cold beer in it. This is insane. Here we go.
Cold beer, 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 with a nice cold beer, with a nice cold beer. I love cold beer, cold beer, with a nice cold beer, with a nice cold beer, cold beer, cold beer, with a nice cold beer, with a nice cold beer, cold beer, cold beer, with a nice.
And these are different names.
Cold beer, with ice cold beer, ice cold beer, cold beer, cold beer, cold beer, with an ice cold beer, ice cold beer, ice cold beer, cold beer, cold beer.
They're also all in the same key. Oh, we got a little modulation there.
They're interchangeable by tone. Yeah.
Cold beer,
That's good. Is there
Almost. I love it.
That's great. Do they also have one of like an honest day's work? How often does that come in country music? It's all about an honest day's work.
Yeah.
For an honest day's pay.
Or just clocked out.
I feel like those songs were all written to convince whatever migrants are working on their farms to just shut up about getting more money.
Yeah.
I feel like they just back up.
Yeah.
Ford 150 and blast that song.
I think there could also there could be one about like a pop one that's just them saying pulled up to the club. That's the thing, I think, right? Is arriving at the club.
Right. Or, obviously getting dumped. Hey, can we jump over to Facebook Marketplace? Because something caught my eye. I was looking today. I got 2 new things on Facebook Marketplace as of yesterday. An armchair and a rustic barn door entertainment console, right?
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. What does this mean?
You
got an armchair and a barn door entertainment console? What does that mean?
Sliding barn, like a rustic sliding door entertainment center. You've seen them before. Anyway, I got whatever. I put 2 on there, and I've been getting hit up constantly. And in doing it, and I sent you this earlier.
You bought it or you sold it?
I'm selling them. I'm getting hit up.
Okay.
And I'm selling the barn door one because I got one that's better for free yesterday. I drove up to this people's house, and they're just throwing stuff out. And they're like, "Do you want some lamps too?" They're like trying to like push stuff on me for free. They're like, "Take this."
Oh,
take
I
this
see what you're
table.
talking about.
Yeah.
I see what you're talking about. I Google it.
So as I'm looking, I see this, and I really hope you're able to put this. This is a picture of a Honda Accord in somebody's driveway that just got destroyed.
Oh my God.
A Mack truck hit the back of their car. It's actually held together with plastic wrap in the back. Otherwise, the pieces would be falling. Yeah, that's
is that plastic wrap? Oh my God, it is.
Yeah. So this thing is obviously totaled. It's not drivable. You can't close the trunk. It's just complete. It just
it
imagine a
also
Mack truck
looks
hitting
like
the
it
back of
happened a
Accord.
long time ago. The bumper is rusted.
Yes, it's completely rusted through. It's brown.
I like that it says it's a DX Coupe 2-door, as if there's anything salvageable.
So this is in
about
Waukegan,
this.
Illinois.
1.8 liter.
There's
28 miles per gallon.
Exactly. Completely undrivable.
Fully paid off.
This is how
title transferable. Never let me down. Brakes
with
work great.
Yeah. It's
new wipers.
Standard transmission. It's like this thing. Like, why
this is
bother
crazy.
with the details? And so it says on there that it used to be listed at $800, but then there's the scratch through, and it's now listed as $12.
You have to buy it. You have to buy it just to have a $12 car.
I don't know.
You have to.
800, and then they got hit by the Mack truck, and so they're like, "How about let's call it 12?"
Or they just gave up, which is, yeah. God, I hope it was 800 and they marked it down to 12 because it got destroyed.
Or I mean, I don't know if that's better.
Honestly, if it was running, 800 would be fair, probably, right?
Sure, for a Honda Accord. I mean, depending on
2006.
I'm surprised they don't have the mileage on here. Like you can.
Oh my God!
Like you can tell this thing is toast and scrap metal, but it's got 135,000 miles on it.
New catalytic converter.
So, I mean, it would be great if they originally put this completely effed car up for $800.
Oh my God.
And then someone came up and they're like, I'll give you 15.
They'll give you $15. I mean, that, yeah.
Walked.
Yeah. That's like, I'm trying to get rid of these 2 baseball gloves. I told you I played twice. Selling for $35 each. They're like $90 gloves. Used once, and someone's like, "How about 20 for both?" Like, what world do you think we both live in here? That I would do. I would much rather just give them to Goodwill.
I got one today for the armchair where it was 2 people being like, "Can we invite you into our message group?" Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Sure." And they go, I want the armchair and I'll pay you now. And then I'll come and pick it up in a month.
What?
It's
like you're a holding company?
Yeah. It's really even more dubious. They'll be like, I'll pay you that plus 50%. I'll give you $150
for storage.
Hold it for a month.
I like it. Dude, so I'm going to Vegas tomorrow with 9 of my friends I started comedy with. And we're renting a house instead of staying on the Strip. And, you know, we're all in our 40s now. I think one's actually turning 50 this week. So it's much different than we used to go to. We started going to Vegas together in our early 20s, and but we haven't in years now. I guess since before COVID. And it used to be that we would be gambling for about 16 to 18 hours a day, take breaks just to get fuel at the Bellagio or Wynn buffet, just to eat 50 pounds of crab legs. Now what we're all excited for is our ping pong tournament at the house and going to Nobu. That's
You're not going to gamble at all?
It kind of makes you question, why are we doing this in Vegas again? When the whole thing is about ping pong and sushi. But it's going to be very fun. And here's why I bring this up. Nick Cobb, if 10 people are playing in a ping pong tournament and you have to seed everyone 1 through 10, what seed would you give me? You've never seen me play ping pong.
I've seen you play tennis, but that's not really.
Yeah, it's different.
It's different. I'd probably say 3.
I think 3's fair. I think 3's a good seed.
You're pretty athletic.
Also, I grew up in a half Asian household with a ping pong table. So,
I mean, half Asian, quarter Asian at best, right? Don't you have two
was
brothers that are Asian?
It was half growing up. My 4 younger brothers.
Right,
I was an
right,
adult
right,
when they
right.
were adopted. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So anyway, my friend Tony gave me the 5 seed. I've been seething over this for days. The funny thing is he gave his explanations for the seeds, and he goes, hold on, let me find it. I'm sorry, I should have had this ready.
I mean, you just have to take this energy into the tournament.
Yes, he's like 5. Ryan beat me in tennis and is absolutely annoyed that he is ranked this low. And then
wait, he gave you 5 after you beat him in tennis?
Yeah.
You beat him in tennis?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a good tennis player. When I played you, I hadn't played tennis in 15 years, though. Let's just be clear on that. And you're a good tennis player.
That's a bet, okay?
Yeah, you're also a good tennis player.
I don't know about that. Rory wouldn't say so.
Oh, is he better than you?
I don't think we ever played a match, so I didn't serve against him. If I served against him, I'd feel pretty good about my chances.
Yeah, serving's the only thing I can do. I can serve and I can run. I have no technique. But then, so a few days later, there are texts about the ping pong tournament, and just like out of the blue, Tony just writes, "I just know that Ryan is absolutely seething right now that he is the 5 seed, and he's going to use that to fuel him to beat us all at ping pong." I hadn't commented on it, and then I said, "I cannot believe you gave me the 5 seed," like as if I didn't learn anything from growing up
the disrespect
in a half Asian household.
It's the disrespect.
But then I did add, I was like, just so you know, my record was about 10 and 2,500. So
against the Asian part of your family?
Yeah, but against the non-Asian parts of the family, almost undefeated.
Wait, are you talking about the brother that was like smuggled through Cambodia?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is incredible.
And wait, you're telling me he had access to ping pong?
No, it's just
before
what
he came
you do.
over?
No, not in Vietnam. I think he played a ton in Thailand. And there's no way they were playing in his village. It was too poor. He must have played a lot in his refugee camp, because as soon as he showed up, I mean, it was insane. He also holds the paddle like at a 45-degree angle. Like, I don't even know.
No, I wouldn't even play somebody who's holding it like that.
Yeah,
nah,
and it's like this, and then my Chinese brother holds it upside down, and just I mean, just roast.
If they asked me to play, I wouldn't. That'd be like walking in to a gym and a dude asks if I want to play 101, and he's palming a ball with each hand.
Yeah,
he just walks up to me like a robot. I just pass.
That's like one guy in college playing basketball, and he asked if I wanted to play 101 for money, and I was like, no. And he said, why? And I said, you have a basketball tattooed on your arm. I'm not
Did you ever play against him ever?
We were on the same team for years.
Was he good?
But this was before we played on the same team. Yeah, I mean, he was very good. I would throw him alley-oops.
Oh yeah. He's like, hey, do you want to
play for
one of the?
Money? He was like a starter for one of the best teams in the state. But ping pong. You know, we sponsored 3 different Vietnamese families when we were kids too. So we'd play ping pong with them all the time. I would beat the kids, and I would lose to everyone else. So I have no idea what's going to happen in this ping pong tournament. I'm shooting for 4th place. That's what I'm hoping for, just so that I can say the 5 was slightly too low.
Well, come on.
I'm not going to win it.
You got to shoot for the moon if you want to hit.
I'm not going to win it because at least a couple people probably had male roommates into their 30s and played ping pong every night.
Every night? I don't know, dude.
I think someone's going to be nasty. I played a lot in college. I didn't have a girlfriend, remember? And we'd play about 5-6 hours a week. And
my God.
And so I was very good in college, but then I didn't play again after college until
I think I played ping pong once a year for 15 minutes. Now, billiards, different
that's me
story.
Bowling.
Hey, let me jump to something new and fun that Kai sent us. It's called Dinosaur Facts. You ready for this?
God, I love this. You know how much I love dinosaurs, right?
I mean, who doesn't love dinosaurs? The Plateosaurus lived during the late Triassic period between 200 and 220 million years ago. This means that it did not exist in 2006 during the trade when LaMarcus Aldridge went from the Trailblazers for a bust that is Tyrus Thomas. Did not exist. That is a fact. It did not exist during this time.
The Plateosaurus was completely unaware
It had
of the Tyrus Thomas
trade.
Tyrus Thomas, the most athletic player who could not figure out how to play basketball.
Well, I'm putting all of these rumors to bed. That is
a great dinosaur fact. Can I give you a basketball fact that someone pointed out? This is Nick Knows Ball on Instagram. You could work for 800 years at $100,000 a year and still never match Timothy Mozgov's career earnings.
This is like whenever anybody goes off about how much athletes are paid and like their job isn't as important, it's like we need to sweep this out the door. That is not why they are paid that much.
Right.
They are paid that much because they are that difficult to replace. It has nothing to do with how important the job is. Certainly doctors and nurses and teachers and many other jobs will be paid more.
Yeah.
They are just easier to replace.
Yeah, it's revenue generation.
And if go to any school board and they'll tell you the same.
Yeah, if they were paid less, there would be a second league that those people would play in, and then that league would get better. Would be better than the other league. It's so funny. I had that conversation with my grandma a few years ago. She was 90. We were just talking about how much they get paid. And I said, well, if they don't get the money, then the owners keep it. So it's like, does it go to the billionaires who own the teams who are already making, significantly more money than them, or to the players who are actually out there doing the work? But although the front office or the personnel, did I tell you about this? Like, I can't remember if I talked about this the other day. Our friend Brendan sent us a listing that the Bulls, my beloved Chicago Bulls, have an opening for the person who will run their entire video promotions team. Pays $80,000 a year.
Okay.
Well, $80,000 is not nothing, but to be running the entire video apparatus, we're talking social media and TV for an NBA team, and you're getting paid,
especially that NBA team. Yeah.
You're getting paid what Lonzo Ball makes for one session of PT.
Yeah.
They just paid him $100 million to do physical therapy for 4 years. To pay $80,000 a year. Oh, but it did have this benefit listed: pet insurance.
Oh, here's another dinosaur fact, and I'm only saying.
Can I tell you something amazing that my friend Glenn did when he blew a job?
Okay,
this is a job interview in college. This is the end. They were like, "So just tell us, why do you want to work here?" And he goes, "To be honest, I just need a job." He said it was going really well until then. Okay, dinosaur fact number 2.
Dinosaur fact number 2. I was thinking about chiming in with something else. Okay, I'm definitely going to mess up the pronunciation here. It's Suchomimus. Suchomimus?
I don't know it.
So it's a very interesting looking beast. Suchomimus is a skilled fish eater with long, powerful forelimbs and large thumb claws for spearing or catching prey in river environments.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we've heard a lot of rumors. This is going to clear those up. In 2002, the Suchomimus never traded away future Defensive Player of the Year and All-Star Ron Artest along with Brad Miller for Jalen Rose. Just putting that to bed.
It never happened.
It didn't have anything to do with it.
Dinosaur facts. This is crazy because a lot of people think that Suchomimus was behind that trade.
I've heard a lot of people just throw these theories out, and I'm done with them.
I love Ron Artest. Just a sweet man.
Yeah, I mean,
I did his episode of Ridiculousness and got to meet him and his family and talked to him on the phone a couple of times. What a nice guy.
I bet he is. So I want to ask you a couple of NBA hypotheticals. I'm just going to ask. They don't have anything to do with dinosaurs. So
can we not do them then?
What's that?
I said, can we not do them then? Just kidding.
You become.
Shut up.
You can become an NBA player.
You
become an NBA journeyman, right?
Mm-hmm.
But every single time you score, you scream to the rafters the name of a girl that you had a crush on in junior high or high school.
Sure.
You don't think that's a little creepy?
It's weird, but yeah, I mean, playing the NBA, who cares?
I mean, everybody can hear it.
That's fine. I don't care.
First and last name.
That's fine. Who cares?
Oh my God, really? I think that's tough. That's tougher.
I think people think it's funny, and I think people would start yelling at themselves. Like every time I go on the court, everyone would just yell, "Lydia!" I've never known a Lydia, but it just sounds like a funny one to be.
Okay, fine. Does it matter if it's the same person every time that you're yelling about? No, you don't change it up. It's one girl that you had a crush on many years ago, and now in front of the world, you're just yelling. I mean, you can't keep a relationship going, obviously, if you're doing
Yeah,
this.
you can. You just say, look, I'm in the NBA. I've been yelling this name since I was 12.
All right.
Yeah, you do it.
God.
Who
All right,
wouldn't
fine.
do that?
You become the greatest shooter alive, but now you dribble like a baby giraffe on a trampoline. Or you can dunk from the free throw line, but you miss 99% of your shots other than that.
Oh, so Tyrese Thomas. I would just take that one.
Like, no, but like anything, like you become elite at one thing, elite, inarguably. Like Steph Curry in his absolute prime shooting threes.
Yeah, I'd probably take that one then, because it would be really funny to just never miss a shot, but every time you dribble, it's like a 5-year-old double dribbling.
Yes, you double dribble. You're constantly being called for the lamest, the stupidest thing you can do in the NBA, which is double dribble. Or like you fall back court. But
I think I'd take that one. I think I'd take that one. Also, it's like safer on the knees and ankles.
Okay. All right. Those are my 2 NBA questions.
I love it.
Yeah, I've got a conspiracy theory if you want it.
So do I. I got a guest one. But here, let's play the conspiracy theory jingle before we play the game.
All right, who's going to do it?
You wouldn't believe what I've seen or heard, but ever since a man would see that bird. The earth is flat, we're protected by the ice wall. Bigfoot plays minor league football. Says a shh.
Okay, there we go. So what's going to happen is Nick Cobb. You're going to go first, or you want me to go first?
I'll go first. I'll be fast.
Okay, he's going to give 3 conspiracy theories, and I have to guess which one he made up.
That's absolutely right. They're all going to be, 2 of them will be lesser known, but real conspiracy theories.
Let's hear it.
Here we go. In like the late 30s, Nazi Germany established a secret base in Antarctica, and there's still there one today.
Okay.
Okay. Number 2, remember the movie The Dark Crystal from the early 80s?
Yeah.
So there's some people that think that Jim Henson, who created Dark Crystal, consulted a real life occult when he was writing the movie.
Okay.
Okay. So it is based off of thoughts of the occult or thinking behind the occult.
Okay.
And
Not
3,
sure I didn't really understand that one though. What does that mean though?
Well, I mean, the Dark Crystal is basically about the occult.
What does that mean, the occult?
I don't know, Satan worshipers.
Okay.
Okay. Witches.
Okay. All right.
So that's 2. And 3, the Sudan has the highest quality of sand and every year they will trade sand with other nations that have more tourism and are willing to pay for it under the cover of darkness. And this is kind of to prevent anyone from knowing where the really good sand comes from.
Well, I would have said that the made up one was the Jim Henson one, except that, right-wing Christian conservatives would say something like that. You gave yourself away on the Sudanese thing when you said that they trade sand under the cover of darkness. Like that wouldn't just be like standard commerce. So you made that one up.
Yeah, no, I knew I gave it away when I said that. In fact, when I was saying it, I'm like, and when I'm saying that,
McDonald's
I was saying
sells hamburgers under the cover of darkness.
I was just, I'm like, why didn't you just say at night? At all? Why did you say it at all?
The cover of darkness.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing.
So flat.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I've heard that Nazi Antarctica thing. All right, I got one sent to us by Jingle.
That's not crazy. Yeah, okay, go for it.
I got one sent to us by Jingle Master Tony, who is our resident Jingle Master. These are all conspiracies related to the dragons of Appalachia. Okay, So if you don't know, the Appalachian Mountains, though small, are, I don't know if they're the oldest mountain range on the earth, but they're one of the oldest, right? They're like, it's like one's like the Alps stuff. I mean, they're new relatively. The Appalachian ones, I want to say, are like billions of years old. Okay, so these are all based on this information. The Appalachian Mountains of Pangaea, which is the supercontinent era, are home to the flying dragon lore of many cultures. So they're saying that all these different cultures that have dragons, from China, Japan to Europe, that it all came from this earlier era that just passed down as lore. And people think that dragons still exist to this day in those mountains. As someone who grew up in those mountains for the first 11 years of his life, I can tell you that there are no dragons. But here are the conspiracy theories. Number one, the still burning Centralia, Pennsylvania coal mine fire of 1962, our friend Aaron Herzog's from there, is actually a cover-up to the discovery of a sleeping dragon in those mountains. In order to appease the dragon, gold from Fort Knox is added to his hoard. Nixon dumped the gold standard as the Fort Knox supply dwindled in 1971. So this is a real thing. In Pennsylvania, this town has been on fire for several decades now, like underground. It's just a crack in the earth that's just been on fire this whole time.
That's awesome. I mean,
not good to breathe.
What a golden opportunity to name your mascot. Like whatever high school is there, college is there, must have the most unusual, just unique mascots. If they don't, if the mascot at whatever high school there is like the bear, I would be so disappointed.
So disappointed. If
when
you're
it
not,
could be the whatever town underground fires.
Yeah. Oh, the underground fire.
So awesome.
Hellfire.
And what are they going to do? What are other teams, if they know anything about what everybody would know the history of that town? It's like, well, what can we say? That's just badass. And
Benjamin Franklin Hellfire.
It's earned.
It's earned.
It's earned.
You didn't just call yourself the Eagles for no reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it.
Like the Tennessee Volunteers, it's earned, right? They volunteered first. Fine. But it's not as good as underground.
Was that the
fire.
first militia in the Revolution or something? Is that why they're called that?
Civil War, man. Civil War.
Oh, Civil.
Yeah, it's not something I don't know. I'd be really proud of.
That doesn't sound good.
But they are. But yeah, the underground flames, the underground fire, like
I love it.
Okay, so let's hear it.
The William Penn High School Satan's Throat. Okay. Number two. So the first one obviously is that it's a dragon living there underground, and that we went off the gold standard because of giving gold from Fort
And
Knox
Nixon
to
was
appease the
yeah,
dragon.
that's great. I love it.
Number 2, in West Virginia and Western Maryland, a dragon can be spotted flying at night, stealing livestock. Known as snallygaster in the Prohibition era, it was found dead in a giant moonshine still, but it was destroyed before it could be recovered. Current sightings are the result of the government's inability to control the offspring or clones it created.
God, wouldn't that be incredible?
Snallygaster.
Every time I meet anybody, it's like, what do you do? Oh, I work for the government. I don't even ask a follow-up because it's clearly a boring gig. But if you work for the government as a way, it's like, yeah, my job is to contain the dragon population and in Virginia. How awesome is that? It's like you're a Harry Potter character.
One of my friends is like friends from middle school. He's a FBI analyst, which sounds amazing. And then I talked to him about it. And he's like, it's honestly the most boring job in the world. I basically just hunt down suspects by Googling. Like I'm just going through social media and tracking devices and stuff. He's like, it's not exciting like you think it is.
I want that job.
I know. It sounds pretty cool.
I want that job.
Number 3, dragons are able to shapeshift into humans and have been manipulating us in secrecy. The British royal family being one such family of dragons, dating back to the 1500s, leading to the decline of British dragon lore in the 16th century. Is this the War of the Roses? Is that what that is? Is that when the dragons took over?
I can't even ad-lib with you right now because I'm already in thought about the 3. Those 3, man, I just love the idea of working for the government and it being to maintain the dragon population.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I love it as much as the mascot thing is Nixon. So first off, I think that a lot of people will come up with conspiracy theories tied to Nixon. And secondly, a lot of people are going to come up with conspiracy theories tied to the royal family. So I'm going to knock those off as real just off of those bases. And so I think that leaves me with the second one.
Snallygaster?
As the fake one. Yeah.
You are incorrect. Snallygaster is a real conspiracy theory. Would you like to take a second guess as to which one Jingle Master Tony made up?
I mean, I've already lost, but I can keep it close.
You've already lost, but this is about dignity.
Okay, I'll go with 1.
You're correct. He made up the most elaborate one, which sounds the most real. Good job, Jingle Master Tony.
No,
you stumped the Cobb.
Well, it hasn't happened too many times here. I'm going to jump right over.
Shark news.
It's time for Shark News, Nick Cobb.
Okay, sorry.
Well, we've scoured the news. There are no sharks in the news. This has been Shark News.
Shark news.
It's worth it just for the ins and outs. So I just got a text message, one of our favorite scam text messages. Can you share what you're working on now? It's not, at the level that I like it, which is like, I'm pretty sure you left your rake over here. I swear it would work occasionally. So Ryan, we're going to play Investor's Choice. I think you remember we tried it last time. It was a lot of fun. This is the game where you're going to pick which one of these 2 companies you would invest in if you had to. I don't know if they're made up. They could be real. I don't really want to know. So
Nike.
The first company is
Exxon.
called Apologies by X. Using our patented AI technology, we train it to sound and speak exactly like your ex, so it can have a full conversation, explain to you how they were wrong and they're sorry, or if you want, or have it make bomb threats to airports. Basically.
Okay. Sure.
I love the first part of that. How explaining that they're wrong and sorry. It's great.
Yeah. I mean, that's a $1 million company there if I've ever heard one.
Even especially like the people that you dumped, if they're calling, like you've been feeling guilty about it, and then you get this technology and they're like, no, you were right to dump me. Oh my God.
I'd probably get them to just call random people with gambling tips.
The second company is called One Button Microwave.
One Button Microwave?
Yeah, I can already tell them, and I love this. There's no point in the microwave having so many functions. The one button is add 30 seconds. There's no popcorn setting that never works, or defrost that no one knows how to use, or why do microwaves even have a veggies button? Who is cooking veggies in a microwave? There's no clock. You have a cell phone. The digital readout is for how many minutes and seconds left. It only beeps twice when it's done. That's it. It's just a one button microwave.
I'm going to tell you, first time in my life, in my new place, I have one of the like ultra modern microwaves that has so many buttons. Where it's like, you cooking Twizzlers? You cooking like it has everything. It's like 700 foods.
I've only had Kit Kat bars. What are you doing?
Yeah, I've only had like simple ones in the past. I have only used the 30-second button. That's all I've ever used. So it's like, while, I don't know that it would make as much money as the other one, because all other microwaves also have the add 30-second button. So I think I'm going to go with the Apologies by X.
I got to agree with you. I love the idea of a one-button microwave.
It's great.
It's just one of those pieces of technology out there that it doesn't need anymore. It needs less, which we're very bad about doing in this country, simplifying. I mean, I've told you before that Amy once got me a pillow that had to be charged. I'll never get over it. I don't understand why we need more technology in everything. I think we can all agree we could use less in a lot of things.
A pillow that had to be charged is
I
the
love
funniest
the idea of
thing.
a one-button microwave. I love it. But I would go with Apologies by X, just because I want to take money out of the hands of therapists. This would do wonders.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. I love it. I mean, especially if you get them to say anything. I would just be getting to make weird phone calls, just making stuff up.
The only downside.
What? Hold on. What? You can't just skate past this. Why did you have to charge the pillow?
I don't know. I threw out the manual. It came with a manual. A pillow came with a manual and a QR code. I pulled out the pillow. It was at the bottom of the box. The first thing I saw was a manual with a QR code and a cable. So I'm like, what's this going to be at the bottom? I'm excited. I sometimes like technology. And what came out of the bottom? A throw pillow.
It's the funniest thing in the world. It's like, I can't even, I don't think there's anything that would be less absurd. I mean, it would be like if you had an electric fanny pack or something. We're like, why? What is the function? Like, I have a water bottle I have to charge, which sounds absurd on its face. But then when you hear why, it's incredible. It's a UV cleaner. So you can drink water out of a creek, like if you're camping or something.
No, yeah, that's pretty incredible. For like a survivalist or a hiker or something.
Yeah,
sure,
I have it for airports though, because my one of my brothers worked or volunteered in a school actually for a while, like during like a summer in college, and he said he would just see how many kids would put their mouths on the water fountain, and he's like, it's happening in airports too. There's no way it's not. So when I heard that, I was like, all right, I use so many airport water fountains to fill up my bottles. I got to get this hardcore one that will clean kid germs.
Yeah, but isn't it kind of important that we encounter some germs?
I want to get some, but now that kids aren't even vaccinated, I'm not trying to get smallpox from little Jimmy down the street.
Yeah. I loved this. This is just so great. The only downside of the Apologies by X is that we're so empowered in this country now. Everything is about nothing's your fault. Love yourself. This doesn't help. It doesn't help. Having said that, I think it would end up being like a go-to present when you're breaking up with someone.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't have to think of what to say.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to the whole, you got to say it to him in person. You got to give him a reason.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, it would be like, blah, 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 blah. Here's apology by X. And you can come up with whatever narrative you want.
Yeah.
And then you would end up doing the recording right there. You're like, you can record my voice right now, and you can have me say whatever you like. Just let me move out without an argument.
I love that.
Right?
That's great.
There's nothing about it that's bad.
Whatever you needed me to say, it's like a, like they're training your voice for an EA Sports thing. They're just getting you say, you just say every syllable, and then they can just plug it in. So you're saying whatever.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, it wouldn't even be, you could branch out so much more. It would control every argument that you ever had in a relationship. You're like, I'm going to go to the gym. Here's this. I'm just going to leave this here, this little speaker. It's going to talk for me, and it's mostly just going to apologize.
Love it.
It would work for your current relationship. It's a great idea. Great idea.
I love it. I love it. Nick, anything else before we start ranking them?
Let me see. I don't think so. We could do a pick a penis, but I'll leave that next time. I know I've got my rank them, so let's do it.
You ready? All right. Yep. Here we are. Here's the jingle.
You wouldn't believe what I've seen or heard, but ever been so bad when see that bird. The earth is flat, we're protected by the ice.
That's the wrong jingle. Here's the jingle.
You can't change the quirk or trait, the love of your life or the person you date. No hiding it or loopholes to escape. Time to list them, then debate. Rank them, a game of luck. Rank them, they all suck. Rank them, 1, 2, or 3. You pick that, whoa, crazy. Rank them, rank them.
Nick is going to give 3 attributes. This is for a person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. You have to rank them based on these characteristics. These people are identical in every single way, other than these characteristics.
Okay.
You going to do it?
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah, I don't have one. I forgot.
Oh, are you serious? All right, well, then I'll do one for myself and one from Kai that I haven't read. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here's the one from me. The first thing, they cannot count.
They cannot count?
They can't count. No.
1, 2, 3?
They certainly can't do any kind of like basic math. And you cannot trust their ability to count. I'll put it that way.
Even if it's like, hey, can you give me 3 forks?
No. Can't trust it. They may give you 3. They may give you 7.
What if you do this? Give me 1, then give me 1 more, then give me 1 more.
They 1? I mean, what's 1?
Oh, come on. Okay, keep going.
Okay. I'm just saying you can't trust it. I'm not saying it's possible they'll get it right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible my daughter will look at a clock and tell me what time it is. I can't trust it.
Kids can't tell time on like analog clocks anymore?
She can, but there's just so many other ways to do it. It's not like back in the day, when I only had that one clock in my house, I learned how to tell immediately.
Yeah.
But she's got 50. She could just ask Alexa on everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever she is asked the question why about pretty much anything, she answers this way. She says, because I'm filthy, stinking rich and always have been. I can do whatever I want.
Oh my God. Can you just play that out in a scenario?
Hey, why did you go to Dick's Sporting Goods? Why? Because I'm filthy, stinking rich and I can do whatever I want. And I've always been rich.
Okay. And is she? She's not.
Who knows? I mean, I guess if she's your ideal partner, she is. But who knows? Maybe, I don't know what you want.
Okay.
3, she demands that your staircase, you have a staircase in this life, your staircase is replaced completely by a water slide. And you have to pay for it or build it.
That means going upstairs, you have to climb up a water slide?
Yeah.
Or there's still stairs?
No, there's no, that's why I said completely. Your staircase is replaced by a water slide.
So there's no way to get upstairs unless you climb a wet water slide.
That's correct.
You really can't bring anything. I mean,
we'll say it's dry when you're going up, but then when you're coming back down,
what room is upstairs? Like, you can't get dressed upstairs and then take the water slide down to go to work.
It's very inconvenient.
Okay, it's extremely inconvenient. So there's the I'm rich, blah blah blah. There is the house with the water slide. You really don't go upstairs. And then the other one is, what was the other one?
The cannot count. Can't be trusted to count.
This is wild, but I think the counter is going to be number one. There's no. The other two are just the rich one has to be last, and then I mean that can't not be last, which means that water slide's number two.
Okay, I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna put rich first because I just don't know how much people ask someone why. And if I'm there when they ask my wife, why did you join a gym? And she says, it's because I'm filthy, stinking rich. And I've always been, I can do what I want. I would just laugh.
She better actually be, because otherwise she's going to be unemployed very quickly. Because you do get asked the question why at work. Hey, why do you think we should do this? Why, why should we do this? Because I'm filthy rich and
I always
have been. And this is how we're going to do it.
I would do that as number one because I think you can talk around it somehow. Mm-hmm. And then I think counting is two. The water slide, I couldn't hang. Like, that's just way too inconvenient.
If there was another set of stairs to get to the top of the water slide, then we're onto something. But no, otherwise, you're just wet all the time.
So here's Kai's, and then we'll say goodbye. Okay, number one for Kai's rank them.
Kobe.
Man, my dad called me, and then he goes, sorry, butt dow. And I said, that's gross. And then he just texted back, not as gross as the scar on your face.
It's very true.
It is. Okay, so Kai's ranked them. Number one is an oncologist, has a tendency to explain the chances of getting cancer from whatever you're doing or eating at any given time.
Say it again.
Number one,
They are an oncologist?
Yeah, they are an oncologist. That's what they do.
And they tell you that everything you do is going to give you cancer.
They just talk about the chances of what you're doing. Will give you cancer. Second one, still practices baton twirling indoors from her cheerleading days. Will occasionally knock over a lamp, smack the TV, hit you accidentally, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
3. Has a huge birthmark next to her labia that looks like Fat Albert. It makes her bush kind of look like his hair.
I mean, I guess that has to be number one.
That has to be number one.
That has to be number one. Oncologist. I guess that's number two. That sounds great, to be told if I'm doing something that's putting me in some sort of cancer risk. And then what was the other one?
Baton twirling. That I think is pretty harmless.
Doesn't sound bad either. Have you ever seen? Is it John Lucas? I think it's John Lucas, a former NBA great, was like a master baton twirler. There's videos of him twirling.
Sure, great with his hands.
Sure. That's where I go. How do you rank them?
I would say, none of them. They're all totally doable for me. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Really, they're all one.
That's a very interesting way to rank them. They're all pretty nice.
They're all fine.
Number one, always buys you shirts. Number two, likes to take you out to dinner. Number three, hey Nick, what an episode of Controverse Cop. Everyone, Nick and I are going to be at the Den Theater in Chicago, December 5th. 2 shows, December 6th at Yellow & Company in Mahomet, Illinois. And then January, I'm going to be at the Des Moines Funny Bone and Jam and Job in Vienna and the Grandin Theater in Roanoke, Virginia.
Yeah, I'm excited about the 5th and 6th. For any listeners that come, please consider buying a T-shirt that hopefully I'll bring to sell.
Yes, Nick is going to be bringing T-shirts to sell. I will have my book.
We don't have any readers here.
We will say thank you. Thanks a lot for listening, guys. Good evening.
Coming out of your speakers, a beautiful sound. They debate, berate, and have a laugh or two. Connor v. Cobb, for me and for you. La 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 la, la 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 la. Connor v. Cobb, for me and you.
Ryan and Nick. Nick and Ryan. The Scoundrels of the Hour.